Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys, many things to say, from the breaking news on Manchester United, the Chelsea, an exclusive story, Barcelona, but also more to share. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, I wanted to open today's video with a quick one from Saudi. Story from a few days ago confirmed. Simone Inzaghi, new head coach of Hilal, leaving Inter, 2-year deal, 26 million euros net per season, and so new head coach of Hilal. Hilal have also an agreement with Hernandes, with Milan for Theo Hernandes, for 30 million euros plus 5 in add-ons. Milan said yes, but Hilal are now waiting for Theo to make a decision on his future, whether he wants to go to Saudi or stay in Europe, so we will see what happens there. But Hilal are pushing a lot on the market because they want to do something special, something important in the Club World Cup. Mentioning Hilal, the exclusive story of the day. My understanding is that Bruno Fernandes said no to Al Hilal. A crazy proposal, guys. In the next days I will tell you the real numbers, but trust me, the salary proposal was completely out of this world. Completely crazy, because when Al Hilal lost Neymar Jr., they wanted to sign Mo Salah, they didn't. Mo Salah decided to stay at Liverpool, and so they decided to attack with a crazy proposal for Bruno Fernandes. But Bruno decides to continue in Europe, to continue on the big stage. He doesn't want to move to Saudi, and so after negotiations, I told you that the agent of Bruno Fernandes returned to Europe. He was in Munich for the Champions League final to meet another player of his agency, Nuno Mendes, and now the decision communicated to Al Hilal this morning, early morning, bomba on the market, exclusive story. Bruno turns down the proposal from Al Hilal. So a massive news for Manchester United. One more, because Jadon Sancho is returning to Manchester United from Chelsea. I told you that this was going to be decided in a matter of hours, days, and it's been like this. So 100% confirmed, with Chelsea informing today the agents of Jadon Sancho that they were not accepting their request on the salary. So my understanding is that the real problem of this negotiation was not for Chelsea to pay the £25 million total package for Jadon Sancho. The problem was the salary. When Jadon Sancho joined Manchester United from Borussia Dortmund, he signed an important contract with a very massive and big salary. Well, Chelsea were quite happy with Jadon Sancho, but not at the point to break their salary structure and keep the player with that amount of money. So they were never going to accept those conditions. They tried to negotiate, but then no agreement between Chelsea and Jadon Sancho. And so now, really important to mention that Jadon Sancho is returning to Manchester United. Chelsea will sign one more winger. Let me repeat once again how much they love, they want Jamie Gittens as new left winger from Borussia Dortmund. Still not something close to being completed, but for sure a strong name on Chelsea shortlist. Sancho is returning to Man United, but is not staying at Man United. My understanding is that Man United have no intention to give Sancho another chance. That's the feeling as of today. Then in case it changes during the summer, I will let you know. But my understanding is that Sancho and Man United will part ways once again, looking for solutions. So Sancho is not expected to play the Club World Cup with Chelsea. He will be on holiday now, and then assessing all the options available on the market with his agents, because the player is, together with Rashford, together with Garnacho and more, one of those players who can help Man United to make some money and reinvest. They already invested money on Matheus Cunha. They want to go for Brian Mbeumo at Brentford. The story from last night confirmed on Brian Mbeumo. The player said yes to Manchester United project, yes to eventual Manchester United proposal, giving priority to Man United despite the interest of Arsenal, Newcastle and more clubs offering European football, offering Champions League football. The player is really tempted by this opportunity at Manchester United. Now, what happens? It will depend on club-to-club negotiation. So Mbeumo saying yes to Man United doesn't mean that the deal gets done, because it depends on the two clubs. So Brentford, from what I understand, see Mbeumo pricing similar to Matheus Cunha, so something between 60 and 65 million pounds. Then we have to see how the negotiations will go. We know how tough it is to negotiate with Brentford. They are similar to Brighton with 65 million pounds. Then we have to see how the negotiations will go. We know how tough it is to negotiate with Brentford. They are similar to Brighton with their superstars. It's never easy to sign players from Brentford, and it's a big compliment because it means that they are very good at their job. But for sure, Manchester United want to try. For Mbeumo, Man United want to approach Brentford, want to have a conversation after getting the green light from the player, and so this is going to be a really interesting story to follow in the next days and weeks. And then, guys, goalkeepers. Another exclusive story. I'm really proud about this one because it's a player that Chelsea always appreciated. But in this case, I can tell you that Chelsea have approached AC Milan for Maignan. So Chelsea are actively working on a deal for Maignan. Why, you can tell me? Because Chelsea have many goalkeepers, so it's really easy to see around. Okay, Chelsea already have many goalkeepers. Why Maignan? Because they believe they need a world-class goalkeeper. So, in case they continue with the same goalkeepers and they can't get a deal done for Maignan, they have no emergency, of course. But they believe Maignan can be an opportunity. Out of contract in 1 year with Milan, still not signing that new contract almost agreed months ago because the situation changed. No Champions League football, changed the manager, changed the directors, so the whole Milan project has changed. And so Chelsea believe that Maignan can be an opportunity. Chelsea are there in negotiations with player side, already approached the agents of Maignan and also approached Milan to discuss the eventual terms of the Maignan deal. Let's see how it goes, but Chelsea want Maignan. And what I can tell you is that there is also the signature of Enzo Maresca on this potential signing. Because Maresca wants a goalkeeper who can help having a different level of distribution from next season, also to play Champions League football. And Maignan is believed to be perfect for this. At Milan, he did fantastic in terms also of quality when it's about to start from the back. He's very good with the ball, and so for sure Maignan is a target approved by Enzo Maresca. Now it's on Chelsea and Milan to try reach an agreement for the French goalkeeper with 1 year left on his contract. And then to close today's video, guys, goalkeeper. Again, Juan Garcia on the verge of joining Barcelona from Espanyol. What's the situation now? What do we have to wait for? Here we go. The formal steps. So Barcelona to pay the release clause, to fix the registration of the player, to fix everything on the formal steps. But the verbal agreement with Juan Garcia was already done over the weekend. The final approval from the player is almost ready. So they are working on every single step with calm, so it's not something that is happening in few hours. We have to be patient in terms of days, but in this moment the deal is absolutely expected to happen because Barcelona did everything perfect in terms of process, agreement with the agents, excellent relationship as he has the same agents of Dani Olmo, who not just brought Dani Olmo to Barca 1 year ago, but also protected Dani Olmo in January when the player had the possibility to leave after the registration case on a free and go wherever he wanted. The agents respected Barcelona. So the relationship with Barca is very good, and now they are closing in on this deal for Juan Garcia. The Here We Go is expected soon. Barca will pay the 25 million euros release close to Espanyol. Juan Garcia will sign a 5-year contract, so let's wait for the formal steps, and then the Here We Go will come for Juan Garcia. In the next days, hours, I will update you also more, because Man City are getting closer to signing Tijani Reinders from Milan. Closing in on this deal, it's really busy. Get ready for more updates. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on all these stories, from Bruno Fernandes to Sancho, Maignan, but also Juan Garcia, Mbeumo. Guys, let me know your opinion here in comments. Remember to like this video, turn on the notification bell, subscribe to the channel. See you soon.